Okay, buyers, I'm talking to you. It is time to get the off of Zillow and get in my car because we're going to go shopping. This is Michael Miller with your July market update, and I'm going to tell you why. It's summer, it's hot, it's sweaty, and I smell some opportunity. Okay. Let's talk about rates like we do every time. Interest rates have started to make a slight improvement, which is really nice. Despite job reports and other economic factors, we're finally seeing interest rates come down slightly. So not enough usually for the average consumer to decide to get off the couch and get into a opportunity to buy. But there is possibility that we will continue to see rates improve well into 2026. So the Fed said, hey, we potentially could get 4 interest rate drops in 2025. We have not had any, and so maybe they might drop rates a little bit. So we're looking at the CME FedWatch tool with this first graph, and we are looking out towards December, okay? So their projections for December 2025 is that there is a 20% probability, a 20-ish% probability that the Feds could drop the federal fund rate by 25 to 50 bips. There's a 50% probability that they could drop it by 50 to 75, and then potentially another 20% probability that they could drop it by another 0.75%. So those numbers that you're seeing right there, Fed fund rates don't directly correlate to interest rates, but they are a leading factor. So if we see the Fed fund rate come down, mortgage rates hopefully will follow. These numbers here are to just give you an average idea of what you could expect. Maybe by the end of the year, we could see interest rates down to 6.25, maybe 6, maybe 5.75. There's no way to tell, but a lot of the signs are pointing towards the fact that we will see them come down. The next graph I have for you, this is projections all the way out until June of 2026. And in there, you'll see that even more so, they are predicting that we will see rates come down potentially 0.75%, 1%, or maybe even as low as 1.25%, which would put us in the low fives, which is an incredible number. And that's when we start to see buyers enter back into the market. When affordability changes and their monthly payment goes down, those first-time home buyers are going to be able to enter back into the market. But what we are seeing right now is the buyers are not in the market. Y'all are out there rafting and shopping and doing your summer things, which I deeply respect. But there's some opportunity out there that I don't want y'all to miss. So we look at the active, pending, and inventory report. We continue to see a big gap in inventory and pending contracts. In fact, buyers are kind of slowing down a little bit, which is normal. That happens in July and August. And listings have remained pretty flat. So we are seeing about an average of 20% of homes on the market drop price every week right now. Not a lot of buyers, lots of sellers. They're having to drop price in order to sell. So while you may not like the 6.5, 7% interest rate that you're seeing right now, what I showed you before is the potential that within 12 months, we might see a good change in interest rates where we might also see a competitive market. I'm shopping for stuff right now too, y'all. I think you should go out, see what opportunities exist out there for you, get a good deal on a house. Sellers are having to make concessions, and then ride this interest rate wave down. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? And then lastly, I always love to talk about the local economy. I tell this to everybody. I don't know how many times I've said it, but Idaho leads the nation in job growth and wage growth. So new jobs, higher paying jobs. And I've shown you a graph previously of those numbers based on since 2020. And now we have another graph here, or image, I guess, that shows you recent assessment of momentum. Last 12 months, April 2024 to April 2025. And in the last 12 months, you'll see on this image here that Idaho leads the nation in job growth. Again, even in the last 12 months. So if you are looking in the Boise metro area and you are a little hesitant about the economy overall, I don't blame you. That's why I like to look at local numbers. We see some really good stuff happening here in the Treasure Valley. We continue to be a beautiful place to live with beautiful people. Now I just need you all to get off your boats and into my car so we can go shopping. It'll be fun. All right, y'all. That was quick. This is my July market update. It's good to see you all again. Let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. We're going to make some changes on the YouTube channel here. So the market update will remain steady, but I'm open to some suggestions. If you would like for me to wear a wig or no shirt, or potentially something else. I don't know. Tell me what you think. All right, y'all. I'll see you next month.